everyone. My name is Gino Killiamore from Boys Night Out on Magic 89.9. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Of course, I'm very honored and excited to be your host today. Welcome to the very first General Members Meeting and induction of the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines, or CICP for short. Of course, we'd like to thank everyone, our CICP members, partner brands, agencies, and friends from the media who are joining us tonight. Now, these monthly GMMs are a way for us to connect with each other, learn from relevant industry leaders and experts, and start conversations about marketing and business. We currently have about over 100 people watching us, so thank you once again for taking the time to join us this evening. Now, as you may know, CICP is a newly established organization of creators, influencers, and marketing professionals that aims to shape the country's influencer marketing ecosystem. So to find out more about the CICP, who we are, and what we do, let's watch this video.
Social media marketing has been increasingly getting bigger within the content marketing and advertising industries. It's set to keep growing as many companies build up their brand and retail presence online. This is why we established the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines. It's made up of all the stakeholders that contribute actively to this industry, from content creators to influencers to brands and agencies, and we invite everyone within these segments to join us. Together, we aim to inspire, educate, and guide everyone involved to create a thriving and established network of professionals, with the goal to foster the prosperity of our members and provide industry leadership, to build an ecosystem with integrity, collaboration, and respect at its core.
Together,
we are the CICP.
Indeed, CICP is redefining the creator and influencer industry by using their craft for uplifting the community and promoting advocacy. Now that we've learned more about CICP, let me turn you over to Jim Guzman, CICP founder, network head of social, and general manager of Digility at Dentsu Aegis Network, to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening.
Thank you, Gino. Tonight's guest of honor, I must say, is one of the most highly respected and hardworking cabinet secretaries in government today. She has been a driving force for the country's tourism industry and has continuously exhibited how powerful one's online voice can be. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Secretary Bernadette Romulo-Puyat.
Yes.
Sec Berna, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Jim. Yes, hello. Thank you, Jim Guzman, the CICP president. I would also like to greet Mr. Donald Lim, CICP founder, officers and members of CICP. Good, I think it's evening already. On behalf of the Philippine Department of Tourism, I would like to express my thanks to the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines for inviting me today on your inaugural general membership meeting and induction of officers. We were supposed to have this face-to-face last March 24, but finally we have it today. Over the last couple of years, we've seen how content creators and influencers have disrupted long-established marketing and advertising methods, primarily through digital technology and social media. With just a few carefully curated photos or eye-catching videos, the best content creators and influencers can reach a wide international audience, introducing them to new products and services, mesmerizing travel destinations, the world of beauty, fashion, the latest in arts, culture, and entertainment, and the best places to eat or the coolest things to bake. While with the growing clout of individual content creators and influencers, creating an organization that brings them all together is an idea whose time has finally come. The Department of Tourism values the importance of CICP initiatives to enhance the skills and knowledge of its members and broaden their networks through programs such as masterclasses, matching creators and influencers with brands and agencies, and recognition platforms. Through the CICP, we hope to see the members behind this emerging industry take their craft even further by learning from the best among their peers, developing a strong sense of ethics and professionalism, and raising their standards of excellence. Without a doubt, the Philippine tourism industry has already benefited greatly from the work of the country's many content creators and influencers. We've even worked closely with a few of them on some of DOT's programs. When I scroll through my social media, I can't help but think of how photographs and videos of content creators and influencers have captured the essence of our long-running slogan, showing the world why it is really more fun in the Philippines. Besides revealing the wonders of our country to many others, you have also opened more people's eyes to our diverse cuisines, our talented craftsmen and artisans, our local farmers and small businessmen who could surely use all the help they can get. More important, during this time of pandemic, you have used your clout and vast social network to raise funds or deliver relief goods to those in need or direct attention to good causes and social advocacies. The content you create has the power to inspire, motivate, and empower people, just what we need in times like these. Now that you have all banded together, I am looking forward to seeing the members of the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines accomplish great things collectively for the good of this vibrant, creative industry and in this nation. Thank you and mabuhay.
Thank you so much, Secretary Puyat. It's so nice to know that the amazing content that people come up with on their platforms directly correlates to tourism and it benefits the country so much. So thank you so much once again for that highly informative speech. And of course, we hope that the 240 strong viewers that we have right now use the information that you shared with us tonight in maximizing their platforms for community service and social good. Of course, we'll move on to the next part of our program where we're happy to introduce the board of members of the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines. Let's all watch this. There you go. What a ridiculously impressive board. And now that we've all met the CICP board, okay, before we actually get into that, I just want to acknowledge the 300 people, the 300 plus people that are currently watching us. And special shout out as well to some of our amazing content creators who took the time to join us this evening. Saying what's up to Alam Garcia, to Discover Manila, also to wowcdo.com, and my favorite quarantine creator, of all time, Paolo Valenciano. He's actually watching us. What's up, Paolo? Yeah, yet again, now that we've all met the CICP board, let's proceed with the induction of the CICP directors. Of course, at this point, we'd like to ask Secretary Berna Romulo-Puyat to join us to induct our CICP board. Outside of that, may we also ask CICP President Jim Guzman to join Sec Berna for the induction and to give a speech right after.
Raise your hand. I state your name.
I, Jim Guzman,
Do hereby solemnly swear that
do hereby solemnly swear that
I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties and responsibilities of my position as a member of the Board of Directors and Advisor of the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines,
the duties and responsibilities of my position as a member of the Board of Directors and Advisors of the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines.
I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the CICP.
I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of CICP.
I will abide by the rules, resolutions, and orders of the duly constituted CICP Board of Directors.
I will abide by the rules, resolutions, and orders of the duly constituted CICP Board of Directors.
I will support the vision, programs, and projects of CICP.
I will support the vision, programs, and projects of CICP.
And I impose upon myself this voluntary obligation without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And I impose upon myself this voluntary obligation without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Sec Berna. Thank you. Congratulations to my fellow CICP Board of Directors. Finally, we've already been inducted. Now our work has been legitimized. even if we've started working since early this year. Again, thank you very much, Sec Berna. Honorable Secretary Berna Romulo-Puyat. Honorable Secretary Berna Romulo-Puyat, Dr. Donald Lim, Ana Legarda Locsin, PANA Director and PNG Head of Corporate Affairs, Abby Ho Torres, PRSP President and AVP for Marketing of Maynila, Bel Tionco, IABC President, Albert Quadrante, Tambuli Board Member and Acumen CEO, Hans Rojas Chua, IMAP Board Director, JC Katibog, Country CEO, Densu Aegis Network, creators and influencers, brand and agency industry leaders and partners, members and friends in the media from all over the Philippines. A pleasant afternoon to all of you. In behalf of CICP, thank you for being with us today. Your presence and support mean a lot to all of us. October 23, 2019. This is when the whole idea of putting up CICP came about, together with most of the members of the board and some of you in the audience today. We staged the biggest gathering of creators and influencers in the country through Bicon Infest 2019 in Cebu City, Philippines. In the last segment of the event, I'm sure some of you remember, Donald presented his vision of assembling everyone while playing that epic battle scene in the movie Avengers Endgame. At first, we were all like, what? But as the video continues to roll, we all got goosebumps and realized that it's really time to assemble. Shout out to Brian Osmeña Yap and the whole RGC team for organizing that memorable event. Who would have thought that it all gave birth to CICP? It was in that event when we all realized that if we can shape, inspire, educate, and empower in 2 days, filled with both fun and learning experiences, why can't we do it every day? Incontestably, more and more companies recognize the impact that content creators and influencers have in building brands and reaching their customers, not just here in the Philippines, but around the world. I remember back in my early years in the agency, the only thing we do for influencer marketing is blogging, up until Twitter came about, and now the so-called YouTubers. Interesting how the landscape has evolved over the years. But just like any industry, in order for it to thrive and succeed, there should always be a governing body that will lead, nurture, and elevate it. That is what we envision CICP to do. To lay the groundwork on setting the gold standard in influencer marketing and ensure a healthy ecosystem among its members and stakeholders. And today, finally, with capable and experienced creators, influencers, brands, agencies, and partners in the country, we then introduce the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines. For our founding year, while we continue to be ambitious of our plans, despite the present pandemic, we want to start with the basics. Basics that are much needed by the industry today that will add significant purpose and value to everyone involved in the ecosystem. We hope that these things will shape the industry and guide everyone towards the right path of content creation and responsible influencing. For content creators and influencers in the country, CICP aims to inspire, educate, and empower you with tools and trainings that will help in growing your platforms and reaching global recognition. At the same time, for brands and agencies, our goal is to provide you with significant tools and information on influencer marketing, as well as access to the right people who will help you achieve your marketing and business objectives. Some of the work that we have planned to do this year, which I'm personally very excited about, includes, number one, a masterclass series led by no less than the OGs in the content creation and influencer marketing. Two is the CICP Legal Committee, which will give birth to the Code of Ethics and your go-to legal team for industry-related consultation. Third would be the general membership meetings that will benefit not just creators and influencers, but brands and agencies as well. Comment down below if there are certain topics that you are keen for us to cover and tackle. After COVID-19, we hope to be able to hold our GMMs as we have originally planned with all of you across the country from Luzon to Mindanao. Fourth is digital content for best practices and thought leadership for all our members and stakeholders, whatever your role is in the industry. And then finally, CSR and advocacy projects for and by the industry. You know, we haven't even formally launched CICP yet, but my team has already been very active. I'm sure you've seen the hashtag Creators United PH done for our medical frontliners, and we thank all those who participated for the call to support our health workers. At this point, I won't talk much about the details of our projects and initiatives. I will let the Jako de Leon do the talking, as he loves doing that. Just kidding, Jako. To discuss more about this in the next segment. So I hope you stay tuned with us. I'm sure you will all be excited with what CICP has to offer. Again, thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. We're going through tough times these days, but you chose to be with us here virtually this evening. As the saying goes, the show must go on. Maraming salamat po. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon in our future events and activities. Back to you, Gino.
Thank you so much, Jim. Obviously this is a really exciting time for CICP, and with your leadership, success definitely awaits us. That is not even in question. But I know that a lot of people are joining us and watching us tonight. If I could just ask you guys to please share this in your social media, just include the hashtag CICP Rise in all of your posts. That way, everybody gets to hear about the good news. Now, we're only getting started here, and there's so much more to look forward to for the rest of the year. Now, I'm inviting CICP Executive Director and Content Creator, Director, and Producer. Needless to say, he's a man of many hats. Producer of Paperbug TV, Mr. Jako De Leon, to share with us what's in store for CICP in the coming months.
All right, thank you very much, Gino. And before I begin, I would like to welcome some of our esteemed CICP directors who will be joining us today. Please help me welcome our PRO, Mr. Erwan Heussaff, our Director for Education and Training, Mr. Carlo Ople, our Director for Ethics and Governance, Attorney JJ Dicini, and our CICP Secretary, Miss Bea Everdone. Hi, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone today. So why don't you say hi to everyone? Let's start with Erwan.
Hey, Jako. Hey, everyone. So I'm currently still in Australia, so a couple hours ahead of you guys. Just wanted to say hey.
Hey, all right, Carlo.
Hey everyone, happy to be here. Hi, Jako. So just really thrilled to be with you guys today to share the plans that we have for all of you.
All right, Attorney.
Hi, good evening to everyone. Looking forward to an exciting year with CICP.
All right, and of course, our Secretary, Bea.
Mayong gabi kanatong tanan. I am live in Cebu City. Excited to see all of you when this is all over. Hi.
Hey, okay. So thank you, directors, and thank you, directors, for joining us. And we'll talk to you guys much later. But for now, I want to have a quick chat with Erwan. Erwan, how you doing, man? How's the family?
Good, man. Just like you, probably not sleeping because of the new baby.
I know. Like, literally, I sleep 3 hours, and then I wake up at 3 a.m., and then I sleep another 3 hours, and then 6, and then I start my day. But yeah, I mean, if you guys don't know, me and Erwan just had kids. We're now
apparently
dads.
It's just for the 5 first years of life, so you're good. We just have 5 years of sacrifice.
Correct. Well, you know what? Let's just jump into it. You know what? I'm excited to be with you right now because you are our PRO. I'm so happy that you're here. And I just wanted to ask you, why is it important for everyone or for our members to be a part of this council?
I think we've spoken about this actually for years, Jako. We always try to bring cohesion within our industry. I feel like because we're such a new part of marketing, that there was never really cohesion. We all had our own side groups, whether it was the content creators, the influencers, the agencies, and everyone kind of had, they kept to themselves, and then we would all come together for projects. But then, how does an industry grow? It's by listening to each other. It's by conversation. It's by putting the same amount of people, all these people in the same room to discuss ideas. And so that's why when we came about with the idea of the CICP, we thought it was crucial to really become the trampoline for this industry to not only become more professional, but for us also in the Philippines to be known worldwide as people who work in the influencer marketing business and who do it really well.
Yeah, and I think what people forget is that this is, this is one big ecosystem, right? This is a lot of different parts of it coming together so that we can have a conversation and we can work together better and trying to educate people. And I think it's about education nowadays, we gotta learn how to from each other, basically. So I mean, for me, how do we reach out to these people, to our members, the rest of the ecosystem? How do we plan to do that?
I think it was really important for us to first put together a board of directors that's extremely, diverse and extremely accomplished in all various fields that we're trying to approach. So like I said a while ago, the influencers, the content creators, the brand and the agencies, all these people had to be part of our board of directors for us to be able to pull all our resources together, build that network that we need to be a really big network for us to be able, as a CICP, to put forward our values. And then that's how we communicate things internally. And then obviously, because, it's all about content. So we're going to use as much social media as we can to either attract new members or to just let people know what we're working towards. I think, especially nowadays, a lot of what we do and a lot of the conversation and discussions out there are all happening online, right? And as this industry grows, who knows? One day maybe it'll be regulated. One day, we'll probably have to talk about probably rules and regulations. So it's best to have one body where we can kind of refer to each other for best case scenarios, for code of ethics, and for all those things. And like what you're saying, it all comes down to education, training, and conversation.
Thanks a lot, Erwan. And now, speaking of education and training, I'd like to welcome our Director for Education and Training, Mr. Carlo Ofle. Hey, man.
Hey, Jako. Hey, everyone watching and listening to the call today.
No, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Okay naman. Trying to make the most of the current situation, diba? The great thing about our work in both digital and the creator agency brand, whatever called space, but digital, is that you can still get a lot of things done even if you're at home or wherever you are actually.
And you know what? I just like to say, if you guys don't know who Carlo Ofle is in this industry, he's really one of the who's who, not just on a creator end. If you just know him for all the unboxing on shoes and all that, what you don't know is Carlo has been working. How many years have you been working in this industry?
Over 15 or 15, 16. I forget now.
15 years. And Carlo is the perfect director for education and training because he has been doing, he's been on the agency side, he's on client side, and he's also a creator. So I guess with that, what are the things that you have planned, or what are the things that our members should be looking out for?
Well, of course, when it comes to education and training, our number one goal is to really elevate not just the profession for creators, but also for all the members of the ecosystem, be it the agencies or our brands, and our clients. So, but the most important thing first is that we have a great lineup of exclusive content, exclusive webinars for our members. So you were talking to Erwan earlier about what are like the reasons why somebody should join CICP. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons why you should, because we are going to come up monthly with trainings and workshops that will benefit everybody in the ecosystem. We're going to talk about the best content trends that you should watch out for in 2020. As you guys know, this current situation has not just changed the way we do commerce, but also changed the way we consume content. And from shifting to the short form videos that you see on TikTok, or the surge of live that we're starting to see, not just on platforms such as Facebook, but even on the e-commerce space where live selling is such a big thing. Those are the things that we'll be talking about in the first training workshop that we have, which will happen in August. And then we'll also tackle other content that I think are super relevant and that a lot of people are excited to talk about. We're going to talk about the role of creators and influencers in e-commerce. Very timely. If you're an SME watching this call right now, I think one of the best investments that you can make is a really well-selected and well-placed influencer marketing play. It can be a huge win-win for you, the community of the influencer, and of course the influencer as well. So you should definitely watch out for that particular workshop. And of course, I think this is something that a lot of brands, agencies, and influencers would want to have. We're going to have a conversation maybe in September about, and I guess you guys are going to be super excited about this, dahil medyo controversial siya, about the pricing of brand deals, pricing of different types of executions when it comes to content that creators and influencers can do for their partners and their agencies. So that's the exclusive content. But we're also going to make sure that we are going to come out with regular content across, all of the platforms that we have, be it by coming out with webinars or coming out with videos on demand and stuff like that, that a lot of our members can benefit from. Again, it's not just for creators. We're going to come out with a steady stream of content for our members who are on the brand side and our members who are over at the agency side. I think Jako and Erwan, you said it best kanina, na it has to be the entire industry talking to one another for us to be able to propel the industry as a whole. And I think that's the reason why I got so excited when when sila Ace and everybody here told me about CICP, kasi I really saw it as the perfect platform to, like what Erwan said earlier, propel the industry forward.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people forget that this is an industry. It's not just a creator thing. It's not just an influencer thing. There are other pieces that we need. And with that, I would like to thank you, Carlo, for giving us a preview of what people should watch out for. So I guess we'll move on. And next up, we'd like to call on attorney JJ Decini to talk about our legal services. Yeah, and I think this is such a USP for the CICP to have legal services that CICP members can avail of. So let's all welcome attorney JJ Decini. Hey, man.
Hi, Jako.
Hey.
So nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I know. I was just gonna
Right.
say, attorney and I, we share a love for Rick and Morty. So if you guys
Rick and
watch
Morty.
I think. Yeah. So attorney, thanks for joining us. What are these legal services? I know
Okay.
it's funny because
Yeah.
we already established that we have an industry, right?
Mhm.
And what a lot of people don't, and a lot of creators, what they don't see is that there are these other things that they need. Why do we need a legal service? Diba? Why do we need that? What are these legal services that you have in store for CACP members?
Right. So, at the direction of our president Jim Guzman, we formed together with Attorney Goyo a CICP legal committee. So it's not just me, but a group of people, and the idea is to provide services to our constituents, to our members, provide information, and basically we will provide this through different ways. At our GMMs, at our CICP shows and activities, and also provide online guides for our members. One of the big things that we're working on right now, and we've actually near completion, is the code of ethics that we want to institute for the entire industry. And this is a way for us to instill professionalism in the industry, not only among content creators and influencers, but also on the other participants, also on the agencies and also on the brands. This is a way to make sure that everyone in the industry treat each other fairly. We deal with each other fairly, and we treat each other well. And we will set that standard, and the CICP will enforce that among its members. So we don't want a situation where our members take advantage of other members, and this will be sort of a plus that the CICP can have for its members, that you can have this level of fairness that you can expect from each other. So that's one of the things that we're going to do. And then we will also be providing, as you mentioned, some legal services at various stages in various venues, at our GMMs, at our membership meetings, as well as online. We want to provide information to our members to make sure that everyone is within the bounds of the law. And there's always some anxiety that people face, and we want to be able to help them make sure that there's people within the organization who are here to help. And of course, in the spirit of Bayanihan, if you come to us for help, what we will ask is that whatever information we get from you, we'll be able to share to the broader community. We won't necessarily say that you're the one who came with that problem, but at least share the knowledge, make sure that everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, and it's very important nowadays, no, to really understand your rights, and to be able to, not even that, but also to maybe even help the community in becoming better, because we have all these like legal stuff that we could really look into, right, and professionalize it as well. Well, thank you so much. I know there's a lot more, but we gotta move on. And so thank you so much, attorney.
Thank you.
All right, so that was attorney JJ Decini, and you guys might be wondering, what about our creators from Vismin? From Visayas and Mindanao, do we have something for you? Of course, we got something for you, and here to talk about it is our secretary herself, Miss Bea Everdone.
Hi! Mayong gabi, kaninyong tanan. Jako, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you?
I know, parang okay. So just to share with you guys, Visayas and Mindanao is a very important part. One, it's probably our biggest unit of creators. Believe it or not, it's probably our biggest unit of creators, and not a lot of people know this, because you know, like we are still in our little bubbles and stuff. To be honest, we made CICP because we were talking about it during BICON.
Yes.
And BICON is basically the biggest event that has ever happened in the Vismin area. So yeah. So what do we have planned for our Vismin creators, Bea?
That's right. So we will never forget Vismin creators, Jako, because this would never happen. CICP will never happen if it weren't for that meeting that we had in Cebu. And that's where we met. We met in Cebu. We started talking about it, and nakaka-goosebumps talaga knowing that this is actually happening now. And it's really, really great to have everybody on board. And a lot of the members of the board or the directors of the board are actually the ones who helped us put together BICON, which was one of the biggest gatherings of content creators and influencers in the entire Philippines. And what's amazing about that is that we were able to meet, collaborate. We've had a lot of videos last year from BICON na collaboration ng taga Manila, taga Davao, taga Cagayan, taga Cebu na influencers. So it was such a beautiful sight to see all of them in one stage. So we're very excited and thankful for that event, BICON. We all got to meet each other, and we all got to really push for this idea of standardizing the industry's acts.
Yeah. And what are our, do we have anything that, are we doing a BICON again? Are we?
Yeah. Ang daming nagtatanong dyan. The fans from last year, I posted a selfie of me in BICON. A lot of them replied. So definitely, guys, I'm officially announcing it. It's CICP. A lot of us here are going to be pushing for BICON in Fest 2020. It's not going to be your usual event because it's going to cover Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. That's right. So it's not gonna be the same as before, and it has a stage, and we're all gonna be physically with each other. Although I would love that. We had a really good after party, but
yes, we did.
Yes, we did. But we will be doing it virtually. And what's amazing is that we're going to be covering the entire Philippines. We're gonna have a stage in Luzon and Visayas and Mindanao. So that's super exciting, and I hope that you guys support that. That's going to be in October 2020. It's still going to be a Halloween party, so we are excited to have that with you.
Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of events, I know we had a lot of things planned, and we're trying to make the most out of it. And the great thing about CICP is we're constantly coming up with things that we could do as a community.
That's right.
And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of connectivity, right? The beauty of an industry is that we can help each other, get our ideas out there and get our events and even our outreach. I think we're doing a lot of social good, even with our creators individually and us as a group. So let's talk about Creators United. Hashtag Creators United. What is hashtag Creators United?
Well, hashtag Creators United PH is an effort that we all did together to be able to raise funds to procure PPEs that are medical grade and DOH approved. So with the help of content creators, again, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, we're going to show you the video that we did later. We're actually able to gather funds and raise funds for our dear medical frontliners who are battling the fight every day for all of us. And we're very happy to have had distributed PPEs already to different parts of the Philippines, including Visayas. And then eventually we're also going to be giving out to Mindanao. And we're very, very happy that we were able to do that because of influencers who actually use their influence to raise awareness and raise funds. So that's amazing for CICP to be able to do that.
Yeah, and I think it's very important. It's a very important topic right now that we have platforms that we can use to mobilize, right? And at the very least, help get people, do some social good with it. And I guess with that, let's go watch this video.
It's been almost 3 months since the Philippines has been placed under enhanced community quarantine due to COVID-19.
3 buwan na rin po tayong hindi nagsasalo-salo at nagsasama-sama.
Tulo ka bulan, ngalayo ta sa atong mga pamilya.
At sa ating mga kaibigan. 3 months since many of us have last attended events and other public gatherings.
It's been almost 3 months since we last traveled.
3 months since we danced, laughed, and celebrated as a community.
3 months away from our loved ones.
It's been almost 3 months of trying to be patient as we stay safe at home.
Halos 3 buwan ding sakripisyo.
Halos 3 ka buwan nga kakabuhi.
Almost 3 months since we last experienced a sense of normalcy.
Imagine what it must be like for our medical frontliners.
Our brave and selfless heroes who have been putting their very lives on the line every day for us.
Till this day, many of our frontliners still lack the proper PPE.
With no available immediate cure and vaccine for the virus, our frontliners will still have to work tirelessly just to keep us safe.
A single hospital uses almost 500 PPEs per day, and they need all the help they can get.
We need to unite to help them.
Because this fight,
Their fight,
Our fight.
is far from over.
Kami pong creators, influencers po at marami pa pong iba ay nagkakaisa at nakikisa po para sa ating mga medical frontliners through #CreatorsUnitedPH.
We are raising funds to procure medical-grade, DOH-approved PPEs.
We are currently targeting to purchase 1,000 pieces of PPEs to distribute to hospitals across the country.
Help us reach our target by donating as low as 100 pesos. This will definitely go a long way.
Tayo'y magkaisa.
Magkahiusa ta.
Let's unite and help our medical frontliners and win this fight.
Together.
All right, guys. Well, those are just some of our plans and programs that we have in store for you guys. And we're very excited. And I'm very excited to be a part of this and for us to actually showcase what CICP could do for you. So with that, all right, back to you, Jins.
Thank you so much, Jako. So there you go. What do you guys think of, the plan shared by our CICP directors? Do let us know in the comment section if you have ideas. We'd love to hear them. I mean, that's what the comment section is for. So just share away. And of course, again, we'd like to acknowledge the 300 plus people that are watching us right now. Sa mga gatanaw nato mga amigo na gikan Vismin. Daghang salamat sa pag-apil sa ato karong gabi. Also, of course, some of our Spotlight awardees are actually also watching us tonight. We have Shane Buhat, Jen Barangan, Kyle Jennerman of Becoming Filipino, and we also have Janina Manipol, Danny Barreto, and Isa Gandiojo who are also watching with us now. So good evening to everybody. Now, one of the main reasons for this gathering is basically to take the opportunity to recognize content creators and influencers who have used their voice and their platforms to uplift others. Now, as you've seen in the previous video, through the CICP Awards, we will acknowledge these individual achievements and, of course, the tremendous contribution that they've given, thus setting a good example for their audience. So to tell us more about this recognition program, let's welcome the CICP Director for Awards, Mr. Dindo Marzan of True Digital Philippines.
Thank you, Gino. Good evening, everyone. As mentioned, CICP also exists to recognize the efforts of creators and influencers who are making a difference using their platforms. The first award we will be giving tonight is the Social Good Award. We are awarding the creators and influencers who used reach and influence to promote social awareness and to pay it forward. They also evangelize the Filipinos with an advocacy that improves or addresses matters of national and social relevance. The second award we are also giving is the Spotlight Award, which will be given to the creator or influencer who has gathered or generated a niche, hyperlocal, or interest-based community using content or influence. Tonight, we will be revealing the recipients of the Social Good Award and the Spotlight Award. Let's watch this to find out who our winners are.
Okay, so dito tayo ngayon sa Bureau of Corrections. Nag-donate po tayo dito ng 15 cents po. Maraming salamat po.
Talagang kahanga-hanga ang Don Arsenio School. At ngayon, tutulong ako sa kanilang paghahanda para gawing COVID-ready ang kanilang paaralan.
Yung sorpresa para po sa inyo. Surprise!
Thank you po.
boxes na eco bag na merong relief goods para sa aming mga kapitbahay. Tayo ay mamimigay ng PPE sa mga ospital dito sa Parañaque.
Thank you, Sir Lord.
Welcome to education in the new normal.
We're giving all of these free webinars and programs so that everybody can bounce back from the crisis.
How to build your success roadmap during the pandemic.
Stay safe, everyone.
Kaya please lang, stay home and wash your hands.
Doble ingat kita. Love you too.
Congratulations to all our winners. I think everyone present here, along with many other Filipinos you've helped, would agree that this is a well-deserved award. We have all witnessed your dedication and sacrifice. It is truly admirable, and we hope you continue to make a positive impact, not just in the creator and influencer community, but in the country. Next up, it's time for us to announce the recipients of the Spotlight Awards. Let's watch this video.
Hello mga kalipad! Hi! So ngayon, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano ko ginagamit itong Foreo UFO mask. Ayan! Fly high mga kalipad!
Hi, what's up mga sir? Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Ako ay magmumukbang like hello, what's up?
Just want to start sa TikTok.
Hi, my name is Alan Garcia and I'm going to show you how I do my by TV live makeup.
And I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here.
Hey guys, this is me again, Jen, and welcome aboard to my channel. And yes, I'm back for another video. It is so weird seeing an airport this empty. Happy to inform you that I am fit to work. Yeah! Only the fearless can make things happen, so have courage.
Holy smokes!
That was the best moment of my life.
My name is Don Oliver Abiera and I am the Yapong founder. Information is not only a valued treasure during the time of peace, but also in the time of crisis. Always need to think before you click, to think before you share, and to think before you tweet. Thank you and padayon sa pagyabong.
All right, so there you go. Thank you once again to Dindo, of course, for sending that one over. And it's nice to see that we have so many amazing people doing such amazing stuff with the content that they're coming up with. We hope that everybody, of course, continues to excel in what everybody is doing while being of service to broader society needs. Now, at this point, we'd like to welcome back our CICP directors and ask them to join us for a closing message.
Once again, I'd like to thank absolutely everyone who virtually joined us today for our very first general membership meeting and induction. We cannot wait to build this industry with all of you. If you want to know more about what the CICP does, you may find us in the following platforms: on the website www.cicp.com.ph, Facebook, find us at the Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines, and then finally on Instagram at cicp.ph. Until then, we're wishing for everyone to stay safe, and thank you very much.
Here we go. Once again, thank you so much to everybody for joining us. Of course, our CICP directors, Erwan, Jako, Bea, attorney JJ, Carlo, who, by the way, is celebrating his birthday today. So do let him know in the comment section, wish him happy birthday. Of course, happy birthday to him. Jim, and of course, the rest of the board. Thank you so much. And of course, congratulations on finally rising up to this event. And we wish you the best of luck. And to everybody who has watched us, to everybody who has joined us tonight, thank you so much for being part of this. This has been, of course, very, very insightful and productive. The first GMM for the CICP. Again, my name is Gino Killiamore. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you at the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.